It's been a while since I picked up one of these. I'm almost a little too nervous. Fix everything, get used to everything again. Yeah, I'm almost a bit too nervous to do this again because it's been so long. So, where have I been the past couple of months? Well, I'll give you a short story before we dive into this and what we're doing to it. So stick around. First things first, for those who don't know, my pet dog Nala passed away at the start of the year. It took a fucking toll on me, to be honest. I needed some time to myself, some time to recoup and just get back into the things, get back into the habits of doing things and falling back into my old habits, good habits of recording, making content and stuff. So she passed away in January. She was fighting heart disease for her, like pretty much the last half of her life. Unfortunately, she didn't make it to her 10th birthday, so it was like a couple of days before her 10th birthday. So that's majority of the reason why I haven't been recording anything. So it's been quite a surreal thing to actually face in life. So it's been rough, but you know, like anything, time heals everything. You forget every now and then, you know, every now and then you get the sensation of missing her, or just, you know, memories pop back. One thing is for sure, death definitely makes you realize and appreciate a lot of things a lot more. And that's one thing that I've started doing more, is appreciating what I have in life, like how quickly life can be taken away from you. Even though it's just a pet, it still hits home, because you spend so much of your time together. You spend so much of your money together to, you know, keep them happy, fed. It's, yeah, for those who know, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, well, hopefully this explains how much of an impact a pet can have in your life. And also, I would like to shout out to every single one of you guys that reached out to me and said, you know, sent some really lovely words, and just, yeah, it means a lot, because I didn't expect it. I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on what's happening with my life. Well, outside, behind the camera and stuff, like, yeah, I really appreciate every single one of you guys that messaged, and yeah, it means a lot, to be honest. So we'll get into this episode. The one thing that I've been waiting to do on the EP3 before I go to the track, which is a clutch, flywheel, and some hybrid racing. What is it? This is the heavy duty gear selector springs, the shifter cable inserts, and the detent springs. I'm doing all these things now because I'm going to pull the gearbox out. It's just easier to do everything now. Later down the track, depending what happens, I might buy a short shifter as well, and maybe shifter cables. But these shifter cables for these generation JDM EP3s, they don't tend to wear out, so you don't have any issues with them. So I'll just probably do a short shifter, but we'll see what happens. I'll try and do this first and then see how it goes afterwards, because yeah, it's long overdue, and I think it'll make a massive difference to the car, the way it drives, because right now the clutch is really fucked. So what the goal of this car is, essentially have a build series. Every time that we do any work to the car, we take it to the track, see what time it runs, baseline. So the thing is right now is we don't have any like Gymkhana type of racing or anything like that. So it has to be like full blown track days. This is why I done braided brake lines, a baffle sump or sump insert, whatever you want to call it. Upgraded brakes before we go to the track, because obviously, let's just say Winton, which is a track down here in Melbourne, you're a bit hard, like you're harder on the car for a longer period of time than just, let's say, like a Gymkhana track. So that's why I wanted to do some preventive maintenance on the brakes, the brake lines, and the engine baffle sump, which will be in the next video. Stay tuned for that, before I actually go to track or go circuit racing, because you would rather have like upgraded brakes and have everything there ready to go, due to the fact that you're going to be on the track for a longer period of time. And that goes for any other future work that we do as well. For instance, suspension, strip weight out of the car, just to make the car faster. Every time that we do something, the next time that we do something, we'll try and prove and see if it actually helps the time of the car without doing any power mods. There's a long list of things that I want to do to this car. So each step that I'll take, I'll essentially go to the track, see if it improves, see if it helps, see if it does any difference or causes the times to drop, you know, like just because. Why not? Nope. Oh shit, whoops. We'll take off the wheels as well to essentially have more access to the drive shafts. We're going to take the drive shafts out of the gearbox to pull the gearbox out. So we'll take the wheels off. I'll try and do it without taking the drive shaft out of the hub, so out of here. I'll try and leave it in the hub and just pull it out from pretty much inside the gearbox. So I have to pull the wheel out that way so I can pull the gearbox out. Otherwise, worst comes to worst, I'll just have to undo the nut, the drive shaft nut, and then just take it out that way. Then the next step will be to take all this stuff off, just so we have access to the top of the gearbox, just so we can unclip the shifter cables, reverse light, anything that's connected on the top of the gearbox. That's all done. Shifter cables are disconnected. All the looms disconnected. All right, so the only way I can do this now is having an engine support bar at the top, holding the engine up, because I have to drop the subframe. The subframe has to come out for the gearbox to come out, which is fucking annoying, but it is what it is. So I'll drop the lower control arms, take the nut out, and then leave the brake calipers and shit on, and then just pull this hub out to take the drive shaft out, and then hopefully it should all just come down. Ew. Well, that was a bitch to do. Now that the subframe's out, I'll have to undo the top gearbox mount. It's all been held by the top engine support. Undo the gearbox. Actually, I need to undo the drive shafts out. Pop the drive shafts out. Before I do that, I might put the Engine, fuck, it's bright. I might put the trolley under the transmission just so I don't drop it on my chest and break my fucking rib cage. I'm not a little bitch, I'm just being careful. It's gonna be in the way. Alrighty. Of course something's in the fucking way. This fucking stupid thing here. Ow! Yeah. This little cunt was in the way. You bastard, get down there. All right, I'll move this out of the way a little bit. All right, let's have a look at the clutch. Looks like some cheap brand clutch, eh? Now I've lost all my fucking sockets. Again. All right, let's see what the clutch looks like. Because the clutch was feeling a bit fucked. It got very soft, holy shit. Ugh. Oh, god damn. Here's a little trick for you guys as well. If the flywheel ever spins, when you're trying to undo it, grab one of the gearbox bolts, put it in, grab like a screwdriver or something, and then just hold it with it so it stops it from spinning. Alright. The clutch is still not bad, but I don't know what fucking brand it is. It's fucked here. Move this cunt out of the way. Alright, so we'll see the difference between this flywheel and this flywheel, the new flywheel. From what I can see already, this flywheel has definitely gotten hot at some point of its life, because this discoloration is usually an indication of things getting hot. So we'll get the other half as well, which is this as well, the pressure plate and clutch. So I don't know what brand it is, like I said before, but it doesn't look right. See how it's missing chunks? I don't know, maybe it's very strange. It's worn very strangely, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Moving on from this is obviously the new flywheel that we're going to be putting on. It is a lighter flywheel, as you can tell. See how these holes have been recessed more compared to the factory ones to essentially shed some weight and help the car rev a little bit quicker as well. So now we're going to move on to the clutch. So this is the clutch that I ended up going with. It's nothing too hectic. It's just the extreme heavy duty clutch. We're not going to be pushing that much power with the clutch, but we need something that will help stiffen the gear changes and help the shifting at high RPMs. It looks a lot better than that one down there, but this is the clutch that we're going for. We need to change the release bearing and the spigot bearing on the engine. But before we do that, we're going to install the hybrid racing components, the detent springs, and the gear selector springs. So let's get into that. So you can see the difference between the two springs anyway. So you can see why this spring is better than this spring, because it adds more preload to the actual gear selector than the factory spring. And obviously over time, this tends to shrink with the more pressure that's had over its life, and this is going to compensate for the shrinkage, plus it's going to add more stiffness. It helps with the gear selector feel, so it's just a no-brainer kind of thing to upgrade. And it's cheap as well, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Now that's done, next will be the shifter selector spring, which is located in here. By taking off these 4 bolts, and you should be able to access the shifter selector spring in here as well. forgot about this 8mm Allen key bolt that holds the shift assembly in. Don't do that. Voila. Now time to disassemble this, change these springs, and throw it all back together. So silly old me was putting the bolt in the wrong fucking way. So there's only one way you can go in. And I figured that out after my 4th time. Very nice. Now it's time to clean all this up, change this release bearing. Once this is all clean, I don't have any brake cleaner, so I'm just gonna have to wipe it with a rag, clean that, change the release bearing, put the flywheel on, put the clutch on, then hopefully the gearbox goes on with ease, and then it's just essentially reversing all the process from there. And the last thing we'll do is fill up the gearbox oil. I just want to say something as well. This will be a little bit of a long video. Don't mind it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That shit goes a long way. And obviously I'm dedicated to YouTube and I want to progress further and further, day by day, week by week, until we reach our goal. All right, boys. So the next step is to insert old man noises, is to replace the spigot bearing, clean this up the best that I can because it's just atrocious and really, really hard to clean without brake cleaner. So I'm just gonna wipe it with a rag as best as I can, put the flywheel on, throw the clutch on, and then throw the gearbox in, and then just reverse all the process. Getting there, getting there. This job will go a whole lot easier with a pilot bearing puller. Otherwise you'd be here forever, shoving bread in, throwing paper towels in. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Just like that, it is out. It helps so much when you have the right tools to do the job. Oh, fuck. Please don't fall. Oh, fuck. Maybe putting a bolt at the top might help as well. Now we check to see if the clutch aligning tool goes in and out smoothly with no issues. All right, now the difficult part. Trying to throw the gearbox back onto the car. Hopefully it goes in properly. Have no issues. It's hard doing it on the ground, so let's give it a crack. Now that's done, the gearbox is in. Just got to tighten up all the bolts, put the subframe in, put all the accessories on, starter motor bolt, clutch slave, all that shit. And then hopefully just smash it through. I'll time lapse a few guys because recording me doing the work every single time, well, I'll try and time lapse, we'll see what happens. We'll see what I end up doing, but yeah, I'll get into it now. boys, the moment of truth. Everything's done. Gearbox oil is filled. Just have to start the bitch. Oh. Hopefully. Oh fuck, don't fall. We have no problems. Doing this. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Oh, don't tell me I have to bleed the fucking clutch again, bro. Started. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and reverse. We have all the gears. The clutch pedal feels fucking soft though. Alright, so the clutch pedal was fucked. It did not feel really good. It just felt soft, so I found two things. First thing I found was that clutch fork there with the light shining on, the one that's going straight up. That was not clipped in properly, so that was causing an issue where it wouldn't seat properly. I made sure that the circlips, there's a couple of clips in the back of it that hold it into its place, clipped all of them in. Also replaced the slave cylinder as well. I was just like, you know what, fuck it as well, because I didn't initially buy it to begin with, because I was like, you know what, it might be alright, but this is what happens when you try and be a little bit too cheap. So that bit me in the ass. So I ended up buying a brand new one, fixed it, threw it in, bleed the clutch, and it's actually fixed the problem. Clutch pedal, just by putting it in before I even bled the system, I could feel that the clutch pedal is a lot better. So now I'll just quickly throw it on the ground, put everything back together, and then just go for a drive. I don't know if you boys can see that, but that is one fucking big kangaroo. This cunt is fucking huge. Alright, so first initial drive after fixing the clutch. Well, shifting feels fucking fantastic, crisp and just direct, so it's good. I like that already. Yeah, that's heaps better, man. That's like so much fucking better. Oh man, this is gonna be dangerous because this feels really good. A bit too good, because I'm not used to things working so well. Oh my god, cunt's get the shit out of me. That's sick. Next thing is gonna be, I might probably break my gearbox, so I gotta be careful with that. There's going to be some wheel spinach, so yeah, let's give it a crack. Holy fucking shit. This thing is fucking surprisingly quick. Jesus fucking Christ. Now it's pissing down rain. Maybe the wheel spinning made it feel quicker, but it was fucking quick, that's for sure. Well, this thing is an absolute weapon in the wet, in the dry, everything. I think we are done for now. Next step will be pretty much going to the track, seeing how she performs, and then from there onwards we will be essentially throwing on performance parts, reducing weight on the car, just so we have quicker times, or analyze if the times help with whatever modification that we do to it. I feel weird recording this in a car park. I'm an introvert and I hate this shit. I feel like those losers, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the content so far, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because that goes a long way for our channel. As it is growing, we need the support and the love for it to get bigger and bigger, so we can do more bigger and bigger things out of my small garage. Anyway, appreciate you guys for staying along. I know it was a long video, but it got it done. Now we can get on to the next video, which is the Supra, or this EP3. Maybe we'll see what happens. If I can get a track date, then I'll do the track date. If not, then it'll be the Supra. See you guys next one.